Welcome to the Pocatello Business Podcast, the only Pocatello podcast focused on providing profits for Pocatello people. If you love our town and love small business, you are in the right place. We interview local legends, learn business, and have way too much fun doing it. You're listening to the Pocatello Business Podcast with your friend, host, all-around great guy, and owner of New Clean Commercial Cleaning, Spencer Ward.
All right, everyone. Welcome again to the Pocatello Business Podcast. We are here with Billy Bateman, co-founder of Chat Funnels, right? Chat Funnels?
Yeah. Yep. Chat Funnels,
sure.
not Click Funnels, Chat Funnels.
Chat Funnels. We're going to dive into what that is here in this episode. Billy and I actually knew each other back in the day when we were in the real estate game here in Pocatello. So he does have ties to Pocatello. We have him on for that reason, and because I think it's going to be very helpful for you guys to understand what Chat Funnels is all about. But Billy, say hi and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so co-founder of Chat Funnels. We've been in business for about 2 years now, and actually, I grew up in Idaho. I graduated from CUNA High over by Boise, and then I knew you from, I was working for some developers that had local ties there in Pocatello, and they had some properties up there, and I would manage those, and actually started dating my wife while she was going to ISU there in Pocatello. And I was coming up for work and got set up through our brothers, and they were like, hey, you're up there anyway, you might as well take her out. And, it worked out for me.
Nice.
So, yeah, I went to Boise State, did an MBA there, and then we started Chat Funnels shortly after. Wanted to get into the marketing automation, and we took a little bit of a different approach in that we started as a consulting firm before building any software, because we wanted to figure out and really become experts at what people needed before building any tools.
Very good. Very good. So, people are out there, and I think there's a lot of people that just, older business owners and even newer business owners that I think there's a lot of misconceptions out there, as you probably know, about marketing and how to get conversions, and because there's digital funnels, and then there's funnels that start from a billboard, there's funnels that start from a postcard. Everything leads into a sales funnel. But tell us how Chat Funnels is going to work for these people.
Yeah, so what Chat Funnels, we do two things. So we have a consulting arm and we have a software arm. We both work in the same space. So you're driving traffic to your website, and most businesses at this point have one. And the problem is, like, most of those people that come to your website, they don't buy anything, or they don't call you, like, depending on what your call to action is. Maybe you want people to set up a call with you or fill out a form, and then you'll get in contact with them, or sign up for a free trial, or if you're an e-com, just buy whatever you're selling right off the site.
Mm-hmm.
And part of that is because your website on its own is often a little bit incomplete, because we all have different things that we want answered. Like, there's probably a competitor to whatever you're selling, and they probably have a very similar offering, and there's differences though, and sometimes those differences and how they map up to me as a buyer, they're not super clear on the website. Like, I may have a specific, if I'm buying one piece of software, I want it to integrate with another piece of software. Is this going to pass over to my other system really easily? You say you have an integration on your site, but is it really going to work for what I want? Well, if you put a chat bot and live chat in combination on your site, you can engage people in real time, and they can say, oh, I can chat with someone right now, and they can answer my questions. Or, if you're not in the business of, like, being available to everybody on the site, and you have a little more of a complex selling process, you can use a bot to qualify people and then book meetings with you directly on your calendar. So at a high level, that's really what we're all about. Is about engaging and converting your web visitors as soon as you can. Like, we want answers now. We don't want to wait around, even till this afternoon to get a call back and find out, oh, is this going to work for me?
Oh, I agree. We work, we pump a lot of money into our presence, our brand, and our
Yep.
websites, and then I think correct me if I'm wrong, but I think a majority of people would say, all right, build a website, boom, let's see what we can get some calls. But then there's no tracking, there's no type of you know pixels or anything like that to help them understand where are people going on your site and where are
Yep.
they stopping.
Yep.
So I'm a very visual guy. So kind of walk me through, say, for example, I own New Clean, commercial cleaning.
Yep.
If someone goes to my website, I have, and I'm going to talk to you about chat funnels because it's interesting about that later. But say I had chat funnels on my site and I had a bot there. What from from a person logging on to saying, hey, here's New Clean's page. Walk me through what happens next. How is that person engaged?
Yeah, so I mean, it's very customizable to your business, Spencer. So when you have somebody that comes to your website and you've spent money on a Facebook ad or LinkedIn ad or Google ad to get them there, what do you let me ask you, what do you want them to do when they come to your website?
I want them to, in the very end goal is to be able to schedule a type of a huddle, we call them, for us to come out and to provide a solution uh, for them to have that option. And at the very end, we promise that they're going to have a solution, even if it doesn't involve us. So for us,
Yep.
it's just to schedule that huddle is the ultimate goal.
Okay. So that's pretty straightforward to do with chat funnels. What you can do is create a bot that will trigger on every page that they're on, or only specific pages. If everyone kind of has like those high intent pages, like, your homepage is like the catch-all for everyone, and just having a live chat that's available when you've set yourself available is great, so that if someone's like, hey, I do have questions, you can respond because you want to talk to everybody that comes to your site if they're interested.
Mhm.
But you can also have a bot do a lot of that work for you, and you can build this without having to code at all. We have a drag and drop builder, and you can customize it and make different bots for every page on your site. You can do them for the number of visits they've come. So the first time they come, you may just have a generic welcome message. The second time, it may be like, hey, looks like you're a little more interested. You've been back again. Can I schedule this huddle with you? And you can have the bot ask them the questions that you need before having that huddle, and integrate it with your calendar so they can just book that meeting right there and have a solution. And maybe that meeting takes place in an hour, maybe it's in a day or two. But it's really easy to just build ways to engage your customers, because your customers better than we do, and we help you do that.
Okay. Now, I like what I'm hearing here for sure. If I'm if I have one of these bots on my website, is it's obviously, like you said, it's kind of gathering a little bit of information. They notice when that consumer comes back or potential client comes back to the website. Are they also kind of helping? Is because I know Facebook Pixel kind of helps learn more and more about those who are visiting your site and
Yep.
aiming towards those people. How does that do the similar thing as the chat bot for learning and gathering information?
Yeah, we have reporting that's going to help you see how many times people are coming to your site, and then you can actually build bots if you're getting return visitors, that target them, based on, hey, this is my second visit, this is my third visit, or I got an email from them, but I've never had a meeting with them. You can build a specific interaction for them with a bot that's, okay, for people I have emails with but I haven't scheduled meetings with, I want to send them this message and make them this offer. Or people that almost scheduled a meeting with you but bailed, we provide bots that are like, okay, you were so close to scheduling this meeting. Let's get it done, and let's just figure out how we can help you with your cleaning services, for you, Spencer. Um, yeah, you can track them, you can figure out what they're doing, and and then get smarter and smarter about how you're going to interact with your customers on your website.
I like it. So within chat funnels, can you actually build one of those HTML forms for them to fill out? Hey, this is me. I'm requesting more information, or scheduling a huddle. Is that something that you guys host on that back end?
Yeah, no, you
Okay.
can. What you'll do is it'll be in a conversational format with
Okay.
a bot, not a static web form. But yeah,
Yeah.
you can essentially take forms, put them into the bots, if you want to. You can also just, a lot of our customers, what they do is they've got their qualifying questions. Like they need an email from somebody, they need a name, they need to know like what specifically they're interested in, and if they check all the boxes and match up, just let them book a meeting right there, so you don't have to worry about calling them back and saying, hey, looks like you're a fit, let's get this set up. No, it just gives them your calendar right there, similar to a Calendly, and lets them schedule the time when they want it.
I like that. I like that. So do you see more people gravitating towards higher conversions dealing with a bot than just rather a form and going from a form to landing page to landing page?
Yeah, so typically the conversions are a little bit higher with the bot than the form, but not always. Like, that's not an exact science, but what we have found is when we split test a form versus a bot, the contact rate for people that actually give you that information is around 50% higher with the bot. So if I ask them the same questions in the bot that I'm going to ask them with the form, I'm getting a hold of 50% more people and actually talking to them, having a conversation, which is what we're all after. Like,
Yep.
the bot is great, but the bot is best used as a tool to just connect people to people. Like, we don't want to keep it totally informal. The bot just allows them to quickly come to a resolution. If you have a long form, a lot of what we do is you can even trigger that, once they've reached, they've answered these 2 questions, maybe they've given me an email address, and I know, generally what their pain point is and what they're interested in. Well, it can alert you to say, give me a notification, so that if I'm available, I can just jump in over the bot and start chatting with them. And if I'm not available, not a big deal, because the bot's just going to keep going down the flow and allow them, if they're qualified, to, maybe they just want a follow-up email, maybe they want a meeting, maybe they just need some more information, they're not ready to buy yet.
Sure.
And you can do all of that with the bot.
That is interesting. And for those that are listening and maybe are new to the technology or not as savvy in the technical fields, to slow it down a bit, when we're talking about forms, is literally just saying, I'm sure you've been on a website that says, hey, for example, newclean.com. If you go to newclean.com, you're going to see something that pops up and says, hey, do you want to know how to hire your next cleaning company? And we're offering 10 bad ideas to hiring your next cleaning company. It's a humorous piece of literature that we send out for free, and all we ask for is your name and an email, and that's what we're talking about, is in the way of forms. And then and correct me if I'm wrong, Billy, but when he's talking about bots, it's like jumping onto a web page and then saying someone popping up and saying, hey, how can I help you today, type thing, right?
Yep. Yeah, exactly. And then often, like, if you've got a page that's got the form already and it's working for you, we even suggest starting with adding the bot onto that page, where it'll pop up after a few seconds when they've been on that page, and just making them an offer of another way to do it, and just saying, you can skip this form and schedule a meeting right now, or I can send you this content, whatever you're after, and just giving people options so they can have the experience they want on your website.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Pocatello Business Podcast is sponsored by Dell's Outdoor Advertising, locally owned and operated for the past 60 years. Did you know that nationally, outdoor advertising reaches more consumers per day than all other media? Billboards work 24/7, bringing your message to customers around the clock. 70% of commuters remember messages they read on billboards, and 32% made a buying decision within 1 week based on billboard messages. If you'd like to get a hold of them, get your advertising going with Dells Inc., then call 208-232-6886 and ask for Rob. That, again, it's 208-232-6886. Ask for Rob.
So do you guys integrate? I'm guessing you integrate if someone did have a landing page, if they use ClickFunnels or some other site to do that landing page, you guys integrate with that as well?
Yeah, it's really easy to get going using our software. Like, all you have to do is there's a piece of JavaScript, put it on the footer of your web page. We can help you do it if you're not sure how to do it. Really takes 2 minutes. And then you just start building them on the back end in our software, and you can have them live in minutes. So
beautiful. That's awesome. I like just, and it really 2 years ago, man, I'll be honest with you. And I'm sure many of the listeners are probably in the same boat now that 2 years ago, I had no idea about any of this kind of stuff. I was still in the old ways, and I had a marketing degree and an advertising and PR degree, but it's back then social media wasn't as prevalent as it is now. So I just think it's so good to learn about this stuff, because if we don't, we're going to fall behind.
Yeah. Bots have really, they've been around for a long time, and we've all seen live chat on websites. That's been around for a long time. Mm-hmm. But in the last couple of years, the technology has taken a step forward, but also I think we've finally learned how to effectively use it. So it's not an annoyance to people. We're able to give people good experiences, and they're not like, this bot is dumb, Yeah. We've been able to learn, okay, we need to tweak things. We can build great conversational experiences for our users, our customers, and really be helpful to them.
And you could even use this as a customer service side of your site too.
Yeah.
If someone had, that'd be.
Yeah, no, it is used. We have customers that use it for customer service. The Test Utah site uses our bot to answer their FAQs, and then if people aren't getting the answers they want, they route them to live chat with nurses to help them as they're getting testing for COVID-19.
Wow.
So yeah,
impressive. So yeah, it's kind of the tier system. Start here, and then if that doesn't work, we bump you up to the tier 2. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, so I was listening. For those who don't know, Billy, he also he's not only the co-founder of Chat Funnels, but he also has a podcast as well called Chat Funnels. Digital Conversations. I apologize there.
No problem, man.
And I was listening to one of your episodes, and just because it's blowing my mind just how much technology is moving. And I listened to one that you were talking to a voice search gentleman, I think it's Bob something.
Yep.
And for those that are listening, who have Alexa devices in their home, Google devices in their home, or these Samsung devices in their home, you can do so much more now from doing a voice search for your company, and that works just as much as you have to go on and claim your domain really on the voice search just as you do for a website. So there's just so much out there that we need to be taking advantage of it. And as business owners, you need to be aware of. So, Billy, with Chat Funnels, if people are wanting to reach out to you or maybe take a test drive, a demo or something, what's the best way to get a hold of you?
Yeah, so if you go to the website, chatfunnels.com, you can sign up for a free trial. We do a 14-day free trial that gives you access to everything. You can test drive it. Once you sign up, we're going to reach out to you, help you get going. You can also schedule a demo if you're not ready for that. And there's plenty of places to schedule a demo there on the website, or reach out to me directly. I'm really active on LinkedIn. So, just Billy Bateman, and shoot me a message and I'll get right back to you.
Perfect. And we'll put your the website in the conversation notes for the podcast, and also your LinkedIn information there, so people can get a hold of you.
Okay.
Well, Billy, appreciate you being on the show today. Definitely have you on again. I'm sure people are going to reach out even to me saying, "Hey, we need to know more information about this, so let's have him on again." So, but we have a tradition on the Pocatello Business Podcast. I don't know if you remember a lot of stores over here. I don't know how long it's been since you've been in Pocatello, but we always like to ask, what's your favorite restaurant locally that you like to visit while you're in Pocatello? Do you remember any of them?
Yeah, no, I do. I actually, I like to go to Chang's Garden. I like Steven there.
Oh.
He's a good dude. And I like some Chinese food. So when we go to Pocatello, that's usually where we eat.
There, I have to agree. I love Chang's Garden. There's some good Chinese food there. So, okay, I appreciate it, Billy. Thanks for your time with us, and to all those listening, we'll chat with you next episode.
Okay, thanks, Spencer. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Congratulations on spending a couple minutes getting just a little bit smarter, having some fun, and supporting the Pocatello business community. If you are feeling the love, make sure to subscribe, rate, and review on iTunes, Stitcher, or wherever you are.